He never really changed.
I know.
But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it.
Don't mention it. Hey, Andrew. I'd like to order again. The usual.
Back to the experiment?
Yes. I think the last one was the remedy, but there's no harm in checking some other combinations.
All right.
You know what to do.
Try this.
Thank you.
What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else?
I'm good for now.
I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back.
We do, I guess.
He was my bodyguard.
Oh? Didn't you meet here?
Yeah, when this was a bar.
What happened exactly?
He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of...
Ugh, those two bastards.
It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened.
Aren't vampires supposed to be tough?
Just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks.
A couple? Really? You were You told them I was your bodyguard.
Wait, were you not his bodyguard?
Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning.
Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me.
Who were they?
I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money.
Yikes.
They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead.
Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief.
What a stroke of luck. The universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real.
After all the trouble you caused me the night before.
Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing.
I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me.
Werewolves?
War veterans.
Ah, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala?
Well, when he was working with me, I noticed.
Hide. I'd prefer it if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but
It's alright. Forgive me for asking.
I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with, let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life, helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when—
Thank you for sharing your story. I didn't expect such a tale from you.
I know. Anyway, Andrew, I'd like to order something now.
What would you like?
Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time?
Here's your order.
Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something.
Yeah, I haven't seen her today.
Speak of the...
Hello, good people. And one vampire.
It's good to see you too. I was just surprised that you weren't
Is
here.
that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on
I've no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know.
you.
You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work?
How could you tell?
Call it werewolf senses.
Right. I showed Andrew and I actually...
That's good to hear.
Glad I could help.
So, and I also did overall...
That's good to But please, it's easy to get...
Will do. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital?
That's not even a word, Freya.
Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there.
It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly, I handle operational stuff happening. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require, I go through what we do and how much
Kind
it...
of like biz dev for people.
You could say that.
Damn, that sounds complicated.
That's why I'm suited for someone who gets very emotionally attached, whereas heartless people like only see it from a bit.
Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job?
I guess most people don't really notice we exist, or
Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one...
maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about our work outside the hospital.
Why?
For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patients' personal lives anyway.
Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here.
You?
He needs to be a bit less loyal.
Hide.
You've been doing this job for a while, right?
Almost 50 years now.
Whoa! Wait, 50 years in the
Uh-huh.
Holy ask for a promotion, man.
They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial.
Take it.
Not interested.
Why?
It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position.
But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right?
Of course. But what I get at the moment is more, and I still get raises while I'm doing this job.
I really can't figure you out.
That's Gala for you.
Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde?
Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here.
I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess.
Yep.
Safe trip. See you around, Andrew. And you, Freya.
See you.
Take care on your way.
You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend.
We were just talking about that before you arrived.
Oh, really? Man, I miss so. How did you guys?
Seriously? I have to retell the story?
Yes. Come on. You're not.
We met in this place.
Whoa! I never knew Gala used to be in the. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still, though, why did he make the jump from, how should I, a very physical job to medic?
Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now.
But you know why, right?
Are you trying to squeeze this?
Obviously.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
That's him, not you.
Seriously, Freya?
Come on.
I won't get into detail, but going to war, it messes with your head.
Oh,
You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh?
I don't get it, but it must be difficult. Especially back then.
The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So, he only did work that relied on his muscle.
That wouldn't help him get over his...
Of course not, but it was, or at least,
But you hired him for his muscle.
hey, I didn't, besides, and we weren't that close. So, no person, I needed his strength, but then I got to be,
Interested?
I think he's a cool, and after a few months, I noticed I suggested, which he refused.
No surprises
But
there.
I kind of,
How?
eventually, of course, I've no idea, but in the end, he quit working for me. And not so long, and he's been
Good evening, everyone.
Oh boy.
Good evening. It's nice to see you again.
We are also glad to see you, barista.
By the way, do you have a name?
Name? We sure have. On Earth, people call us Neil.
Neil.
Yes, Neil.
Is that your real name?
Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our community, we do not really need trivial things, but from what we have learned, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with earthling efforts and...
I
I
get
believe we did not meet
I
the
saw
last...
you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days. So, you could say
And
I'm...
you, sir?
Hyde.
You come here often?
For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah.
Ooh, you are... Neither are we.
Where do you come from?
Far away.
By far away, you mean a few thousand miles?
More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing.
that sounds far away. What are you doing here? And do all your kind dress like this?
Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived.
Image? Ah, the Arami Gendru album cover. No wonder you look familiar.
As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our... But before that, please let us order...
What do you want to
the
drink?
usual. That is how you say it, yes?
Yes. So,
Yes. We won't be able to taste the difference anyway.
you really can't taste
Yes.
it? What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel...
Interesting, but we doubt you will...
Challenge accepted.
Please, surprise us.
Let's see.
Thank you.
What the?
Interesting.
Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink.
This. What? We have never been able to taste anything in our life, but this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Done. Thank you so much, from all of our kind.
You are one interesting person.
That was a compliment, yes?
Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya.
That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil?
Us? We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call the Milky Way.
What kind of job?
We are tasked with a mission to spread our seeds.
You really are here to find a date, all the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man?
Not really. You have a valid point.
We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh.
Oh, the pleasure. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with...
We are sorry, but that is classified information.
Aw, man.
But we believe it is our right to share it with you tonight, thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista.
I owe you this story. So, why?
Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes, it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves, because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in.
I still
You're
don't...
quite dense, aren't you?
Hey!
You came here to give... So a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth.
That is
The
correct.
half-breeds will be half Earthling and half whatever you are.
Yes.
Assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend. You are trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector.
That is 100% correct.
Holy shit! You're trying to give us a superhero?
Yes. That is what your people will call the protector.
But why go through all the hassle? It sounds like a lot. Why not just explain this to someone?
Sadly, it is not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned is a very complicated field. We have it easier back home. We understand everyone deeply by default. So, everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they're born.
That sounds beautiful and creepy.
Why?
It sounds like your planet is a giant
That was a badly chosen, but it is roughly similar.
Oh my. If what you say, shouldn't we help them to get laid? With
Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead.
Well, how's the mission going so
I
far?
cannot say it is going.
I'm not with how not many women.
Can you handle them, though?
Me? I don't know.
You're a pretty adventurer. I wouldn't be surprised if you... Or maybe go for... Oh, you're not offended by that?
Not in this. You're wrong. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around.
Really? To be honest, I didn't expect...
Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around.
Excuse me. From what we got, doesn't mean you are willing to breed with us.
Oh, no wonder your mission isn't going. I don't mind going out with you in exchange for, but I'll only sleep with someone
But our
else.
mission is serious.
It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or.
We have heard of those terms. Let us check them once again. This is very... According to many Earthlings mate with one person.
Yes, that's.
Such a strict... Then why, with such rules?
Now that you mention it.
We don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also. Not to mention, some races live so. Even though there are... And they can
We
be...
know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept, at least, that was what we gathered from your...
Theoretically, that should be the case.
But Earthlings are stupid.
That's the easiest way to put
We
it.
learned so much, but we have another question for Miss
That's
Frey.
the way.
How can we become your husband?
First of all, most of the time, before you talk about
So, how can we become your
You
boyfriend?
could start by asking her what...
Understood. So, Miss, are you single?
Yes.
Do you want to be our girlfriend?
No. The path to starting to date varies, but usually.
Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated.
It can be easier if you're
Smooth.
Someone good at communicating with others.
That would be really
Even
challenging.
after all that, making kids is still. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms.
Condoms.
It's something you wear to.
Why would you do the mating ritual if you...
Pleasure.
All this information is too much to process in one evening.
So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your like a condom might be some.
That's true. How do you
We
do...
are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details, unless we agree to do the mating ritual.
I don't want to imagine how.
Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally.
Yeah, especially the
We did our research, and we tried it on the testing. It was proven.
The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more
Oh, we did not... Being born on Earth sounds very
It
different.
is.
I have to agree with that.
Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given. It means a lot for our... We have to report our findings to
How
the...
you proceed with your mission with this newfound
We are
information.
not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed. It was really nice talking with
You're
you.
welcome.
We are off now.
Hi.
Take care on your way, sir.
That was really something.
Indeed.
You said the first time they came here was for a date.
Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date.
Game developer Orc? Wow. I dread to think
It
out.
was pretty awkward.
But you can't be angry at such naivety.
I guess so.
By the way, has that young woman
You
been...
mean Miss Lua?
Yeah, her.
Oh, showing some concern.
I'm just curious.
No, I haven't seen her since then.
But her boyfriend did come a few days ago.
And Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala...
My. You really have a knack for starting trouble.
Sadly, I have to agree with that.
It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it really piques his interest, or it annoys him.
I don't know how to react to that.
Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. So, I'm off for the day.
Oh, you're
It's
leaving?
only for a week, or I'll be back here sooner.
Oh, well. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything.
I didn't... You really don't care about business.
She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop.
Anyway,
Thanks, but I'm riding my bike.
alright then. See you around.
Take care on your way. Welcome. Good evening, sir.
Hello. I'm from the Federal or FIRE for
How may I help
We've
you?
heard reports of We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigrations. Have you seen any creatures you would consider?
I don't think so. But what should I be looking
They're
for?
not 100, but according to some it's wearing a spacesuit or something.
That's, a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know?
That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid that we have been running around after false. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any please contact us through our website.
Will do. You don't want to drink
We're
it?
good.
Take care on your way. Phew. You really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh?
Good evening, Andrew.
Yo,
Hello, Miss Aqua. Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere
We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time.
Would you like to order anything?
Do you want to order first?
nah, you go.
Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint?
Your drink is ready.
Ooh. This looks really fresh.
I call this Marrakesh, inspired by its origin.
Marrakech and Morocco. I heard the people there Let's give this a try. Oh, Ma, it's warm, but no wonder Morocco is off.
How about you? Do you want to
Sure.
order?
I'll have the Tatarik.
Here's your Tatarik.
Huh.
Is there anything wrong?
It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is just like the Tatarik you get in Southeast Asia.
Thank you for the compliment.
Where did you learn to make it?
I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago.
So you learned about it in Malaysia?
Yes, and from videos on the internet.
So, how are things
As
going?
usual, tired. But, thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with the problem we've been studying.
It's not every day or research, only a few weeks after
The
publication.
thing is, even with your help, we still need to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season.
Oh, I want to say please don't, but I'm sure it won't be
Ha!
that.
As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory. They'll please see your family, get some. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway, because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them.
You'll feel guilt. I understand that so.
I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's
I wish I could help, or at least say. Sadly, I'm for guilt is something, even for things I should. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize I was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry, I ruined.
Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this. So, don't you worry about me, okay?
Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm.
Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way?
Actually, I have some good news about it.
What is it?
The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year.
That's really good news. Congrats!
Thank you.
So, what's...
I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer.
Why? Confirm it. Before they give your spot to another indie. What's stopping? Cost?
The booth is free for
That's
indie.
good then. You don't need to spend it. It's a golden ticket.
I'm not that.
You passed the selection. That should be enough validation, if I'm not mistaken. The judges are usually pro and also senior.
I know, but I've told you about my game. It's and thousands of people expecting full metal combat.
Every game has its own market, you know. And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid.
What if some hater? What if more about?
That's not gonna. It's an expo. People are way nicer in real life.
Even after all that, I'll still be
That one is.
meeting that, doing it, showing my. I just.
You know what?
Huh?
So far, if things stay this way until I'll come with you.
No, even if you shouldn't relax or something.
I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor.
What about your company's booth?
Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year.
But.
I'm coming with you, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Good. Now, what are you gonna
I
show?
have a laptop.
Is the
and-
expo build ready?
Expo build?
You're not planning to showcase. Joe.
That.
I can give you the guidelines on what. Do you have the game with you
It's
now?
on my. I could send you the
Do
bill.
so.
Okay.
Got it. Now let's see.
Hello, Miss Rachel.
Hi, Andrew.
What's wrong?
Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day.
Are you having a concert soon?
Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week.
They're still adding new performers.
Yeah, you wait. Backups.
Oh, but it's still the biggest festival in the...
Yes. And I'm excited. I think I should celebrate with a special drink.
What do you want to
A
order?
sweet hot chocolate.
Here's your drink.
Oh, it looks very pretty. And it's warm. I love it.
Please don't hesitate.
Other than the try putting a time limit on
Wouldn't that break their
probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining. Don't want to make them wait too
That
long.
makes sense.
You don't want to put a time limit on it. Try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people.
Noted. Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening.
I was worried. I couldn't find you, so I thought you'd be...
Now you're causing another ruckus.
We're sorry, Andrew. We didn't mean to cause you...
I don't have anything to be sorry.
Well, anyway.
What are you
What
having?
would you...
Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara?
Oh,
It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger.
sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish...
Your drink is ready, sir.
My, this is amazing.
Glad you liked it.
Dad,
Yes?
please just go home after you finish your drink.
Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert.
I need him. He's going to help me become more
I know, Morris! He is not a good person!
The industry has changed. It's not like the sides. He has been growing his brain, managing a
I
lot.
still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed. And even if he has,
You're
it was...
just being... First, you were afraid of how much... Now, you're... What's next? You'll lock me in the house
You're
because...
just too young to understand.
Then make me understand, because this is definitely... There are better ways. Didn't you learn any... You were together. You learned not even how to talk to your own daughter.
Rachel, I'm sorry, but I'm trying. Okay?
Try harder! Because you're not help... Not me. Not you.
I know, but give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me, but I am learning. I could return to the industry. I could try to be your...
You've been...
I told you, I'm not that out of... Of course, but we...
Doesn't work that way, Dad. You know, going from a girl band... I'll lose...
If you don't want me to be... Can you at least choose someone other than...
I don't think Mr. Lester, he's my best. Don't be too I've made... But please go home. Relax. And don't ever... I'm going back there. I need to... It's only if... And it's my big chance.
When are you going to be...
I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel
But that's...
See you.
Wait, Rachel! Excuse me for a moment.
I'm sorry about what you...
You don't have to apologize.
Yeah, we were busy minding our...
What? You didn't
Of
hear...
course I heard them. I just choose to. It's none of my
That's
business.
amazing.
What's so amazing about...
I don't think I could do fighting and focusing, especially when there's
Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice?
No, I was listening.
See? You didn't even realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention.
Now that you mention it, it happens now. Being born into a big family is useful after all.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't even... By the way, you want to
Yeah,
head...
it's
Yeah, Andrew.
I hope you had a good time.
Thank you for the drink.
Please take care on your... Oh! Are you alright, sir?
Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me.
Did you manage to
No,
come?
I lost you.
But I'm sure... Pardon me for...
Yes.
Throughout your... Something...
What's that?
Why did you leave?
Now that's a...
You don't have to tell me.
I left just as it was a great. They were huge. Still, I met my chief work. That's how I decided to get. I wanted a peaceful life.
You didn't find peace.
Oh God, the politics, the dark. But what hit me the hardest was toxic fans, the teenage girls especially. The point where they started doing
Like what?
spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning them, man. They sexualized the girls in every way you edited photos. It was before the internet, but I wasn't even the target of the haunted. Don't talk. I couldn't sleep. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for kids.
What do you do
After
for...
we got married, my wife and I, it's not big, but we have it's more than enough for our little.
You said you're
I
still
visit
in...
and we all meet up. Usually, gosh, look at the time. I should go home too.
Are you going
Don't
to be...
worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most. See you later, and sorry.
Don't worry.
All right then.
Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil! Is there anything...
There is definitely something that you...
What is
Can
it?
we work here?
Excuse
Is
me.
it possible for us to work here?
What?
We have learned something precious since we first communication is and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here.
Yes?
That is true. But some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings, we learn them. Instead of focusing on finding we should focus on learning how to communicate.
Sounds
That
like
is why we asked you to allow.
because you want
That
to...
is correct.
Neil, normally if you are applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain... Let me think this over, and I'll let you know...
Oh, we are sorry, but it has to be.
May I know...
Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you!
But you won't be... I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the...
Understood.
There are other things you need to
What
keep...
is that?
Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything.
How can we know whether people want to be
That won't be... But you'll be able to judge.
non-verbal side?
Yes.
That will be very...
Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign when you should start, or when you should...
Thank you. We will need that, so...
Well, that's basically all you
Do
need.
we need a special outfit?
Not really. I'll lend you an A to help keep your suit, and to differentiate you from... You don't, but it will make you look more...
That is a very
It is. Alright. Are you ready?
We are!
Okay, let's start the...
Welcome!
Holy believe... What the hell is
Good
happening?
evening, Miss Freya.
Hey, Andrew.
Well, Neil is working here tonight.
And I thought I was the one who... I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion.
It's not that. Neil is just...
You've never looked like someone who needs help.
There are a few things to... First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, second, we are actually the person who is getting help from... Not the other way around.
What?
We have learned some things since we arrived, and we have came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about... We thought this place was the best place to learn.
You just agreed?
On one, I make the... Neil will only be here to serve...
Fair trade. What's in it for you?
What?
You're helping... What do you get in return?
Now that you mention it, if there's anything, please do not...
Don't mention.
Well, I can write an article about your...
Freya?
If I still need to write for the paper.
What happened?
She found out.
Oh, is that why
Yes.
How did
you
she...
remember my fateful meeting with the higher up?
In the elevator?
Yes, the same thing happened with my chief. They met each other and... The chief called me into her and she realized that it was the reason for my poor performance. She did...
I'm so... What are you
write
going...
the goddamn...
And after that?
Hope that if not, I don't know.
We do not understand, but we feel the immense... How about It is...
Huh? You allowed to do that?
We will pay for the drink.
No, it's on the... That was a...
That was the best thing to do, So? What?
Your favorite.
Our favorites?
Anything. I trust you with the...
Here is your drink, especially crafted by the owner.
Well, who else is good? Thank you so much. I always wondered why your place only... But today, I might have...
How far along are you with the novel?
I can prepare the draft in a few days. Now that I don't really... And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity...
That's... Even...
Excuse me, we have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies. About all... And we do not...
I'm sorry. I'm not really in the mood for this
It
sort
was...
Neat. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself.
Oh, we are glad to hear that then.
That was a figure of speech, Neil.
Ah, it is still very hard to understand your language.
It will all... Languages will...
Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may...
Ask away.
How fast do you write?
Not fast
But
enough.
do you have numbers?
Numbers?
How many words do you...
I don't but I should be able to write.
That's a lot.
That's raw. After that, I usually end up with...
According to our, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between.
That's right, but I don't need to write
That is how many words do you?
I think it should be...
That's pretty big for a pitch
well,
drop.
the biggest
If we
problem...
count based on the, it seems like you'll be.
I wish. Writing isn't... It requires things. If we only judge by their ability, then we wouldn't have...
That is pretty hard, but we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. From languages to art.
Writing. But you're not that wrong about writing. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing. But it's still up there.
So it is still a valid parameter?
Definitely.
Cool.
That didn't sound it. I guess you really are learning.
Oh, another. Good evening, Miss Myrtle.
I won't even ask. Except for who's making the drinks.
I'm still the one responsible for that.
Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please.
Your order is ready.
Not bad, thanks.
You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle?
Psst. Neil. Some people come to a coffee shop.
Oh, that definitely seems
Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed.
Ah, pardon. I was just training Neil in how to
I
talk.
can see that. You're still trying to get laid?
Oh, no, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other.
Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion if you want to stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen, which essentially is not really listening at all.
That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step.
One small step for you might be one giant leap for you.
That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, are you here for someone then?
Yeah,
Oh? Is it... What's the occasion?
no special occasion. It's just...
I'm sorry! I'm late! I was supposed to leave. What is happening here? I already told the person to call the cops when he said he was gonna break here. Where is Andrew?
Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here.
Oh, you're safe.
Yes,
Okay. Oh, please.
Here. Please. Feeling better now?
Yes. I'm sorry.
It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been
What
surprised.
are you doing
We
here?
are starting to think that we might need to make a
You
record.
don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No problem, Miss. It is time for... So,
That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Andrew.
It's nothing, really.
But do you really think one day is enough to learn?
definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer.
As if this place cares about business.
Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place.
Where do you want to go after this?
Coachella.
What? What are you going?
According to our research, there are many breedings. That is why we decided that the event...
Well, you're not right. But didn't she say the baby has to be
Yes, we noticed. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot, including the... That is what we will study. After that, we will be very...
But hell, that sounds like the best plan you
We
have.
know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, miss, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here first. Let us return. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle will stop the...
Oh yeah. What are you two doing together?
It's nothing.
We just want to hang out. We both work in the same field.
Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game
I
development.
thought your research was in computer.
Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always up by, so I've been asking Mar. Today I wanted to thank her direct, but so I couldn't buy her a drink.
Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway.
But
Wait, if you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game?
Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your.
Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now. It was a slip of the tongue, okay? How did you even pick up? It's not like what I'm saying is written down
We
anywhere.
just know.
Back to you. So, you were...
there's quite a lot of things I need, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish.
What kind of feedback do you give people?
That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and
It must be fun to have finished working on your
It
creation.
surely remove some just to replace
You mean there's still... I'm not done with my... I just lost... And if I can't finish... And even after... If it doesn't sell well...
I'm sorry to hear that, but please be more.
I'm even starting to doubt
I
myself.
read some of your short stories after our first. I subscribed to, and then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good. Some are better, but it's still an enjoyable. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done.
You're too
What
kind.
you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you.
you don't have to talk about it in front of
Oh my
them.
god! I'm so. It's just sharing is caring.
Okay. Oh, thank you for
I
helping me.
really am
I
sorry.
know.
But
I
you
said-
said so much, and that's sarcasm. I know that.
Aqua, I'm sorry. But yeah, I kind of get, although it's a bit different.
What's your problem?
Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office, and those who do, don't seem to
I
appreciate.
thought Full Metal Conflict.
Yes, I don't really work on them. Not directly.
So...
A secret project. I'll tell you under friend DA, okay?
Alright.
I'm part of we're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype, or, worst case, another FMC game in a different genre.
Isn't that a dream job?
That's what I thought. You're a writer. Imagine being a writer for years.
That...
My team has been making pitches. Dozens. Out of all those countless, only a handful. And so far, none of the...
Ouch.
There's only 7 of us. The 7 samurai.
So...
Sometimes our team works to... When they're going through it, they need to hit and we jump in.
No wonder you
I
folks...
guess.
By the way, I just realized. Usually developers get their
More or less, yeah.
When was the last time you?
before I joined this company.
That's like 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Dude.
Yes, that's why. You need a
But I
vacation.
can't just take one.
You can. In fact,
But tomorrow
I'm
is...
not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after.
But where should I go?
Don't worry, I'll
You
take care.
will?
I'm going with you for this
What
long.
about Max West?
That's not this weekend. Forget about it.
Hey, but I can't do it tomorrow. How about it's still a long weekend getaway?
All right. Oh, I'm so excited.
Wow. You look like a different.
Really? I'm sorry. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway.
I'll come with you.
To my apartment?
No. We'll walk together.
Okay, everyone.
Have
See you.
fun.
Take care.
May you find joy.
Okay. See you.
Vacation.
You definitely
I know, but I've got to finish.
As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya.
Thanks. Anyway,
Depend. Why?
I'm in the mood for some reg.
Then please.
You sure?
Do you want another still on
I
that?
definitely.
Welcome. Good evening, Mr. Bailey.
Evening. Am I the first customer tonight?
You are.
That's new. Freya's not here?
She said she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends.
Why not do it here? It's her favorite place, right?
Her friends have visited this place from time to just not as much as her.
Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out.
I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know. If she said they're friend, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they were writer friends, they're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedback on that, or sharing and validating ideas.
Interesting. They even use code words for meeting up.
Oh, it's not. She doesn't even realize that's what she says. I just picked up on it.
That's even more. Are you always so observant?
It's part of the job.
Why's that?
People come here, some of them are. With their body language, you can tell you're whether they need a friend or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well. Because sometimes what people want is not what they need.
That's deeper than I would have thought. So,
I won't say.
why?
That would break the charm.
The hell was that?
I guess I can. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language.
Including our interaction.
Including our interaction.
Man, now I see why you did. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front. By the way, I haven't ordered anything.
What are you
Hot
having?
chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. I heard that it's a good drink.
Here you go.
You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink.
Only for special people and...
Say, Andrew, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Anything. How old are you?
Old enough to open a coffee shop.
I guess I should say sorry for asking that.
It's alright, but that's the only answer
Now you're making me want what I should ask next.
Hello, everyone. Why are you...
Freya, you look horrible.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, what happened?